Southern Miss Today. Southern Miss Today is WUSM's news and public affairs program. Southern Miss Today airs Monday through Thursday at noon. Southern Miss Today is sponsored by Mr. Sippy Beverages. And now to start the show, Southern Miss Student Media News.
Hey guys, I'm Bryce Murray, the newsreader, and filling in for Abigail Troth today as the host as well, so you'll hear a lot of my voice today. But let's just get into some news. It's 11/10/22, November 10th, and here's the news for the day. So first off is Guys and Dolls, considered by many to be the perfect musical comedy. Guys and Dolls ran for 1,200 performances when it opened on Broadway in 1950. It received nearly unanimous positive reviews from critics and won a bevy of awards, including Tony Awards, Drama Desks, and Olivier's. Set in Damon Runyon's mythical New York City, Guys and Dolls is an oddball romantic comedy. It will be tonight as the first show at 7:30, and there are more dates through November 12th. And a few more after that. It will be in Mononi Performing Arts Center Auditorium on 107 Southern Drive, Hattiesburg, MS. There is also an exhibit opening with honors exhibits curated by Southern Miss honors students. University Libraries Special Collections is hosting an exhibit opening with honors exhibits created by Southern Miss honors students. This exhibit features exhibits curated by sophomore honors college students as part of their seminar course, Einstein, Civil War Nutrition, and Cults, exploring archival collections and research, which focuses on active learning experiences in special collections. Taught by Jennifer Brannick, a curator in University Libraries Special Collections, the students are learning about archival and special collections research while getting hands-on experience with materials found in the library's collections. With honors exhibit, oh, my bad, I read that twice. The exhibit will be available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. from October 31st, which is when it started, to May 31st in 2023. If you have questions about the opening or the exhibit, contact Jennifer Brannick at jennifer.brannick@usm.edu or at 601-266-4347. It will be held in McCain Library and Archives in room 305. Next up is a 24-hour Veterans Memorial Wall Vigil. Each year, USM's Air Force ROTC Honor Guard begins a 24-hour vigil at Veterans Memorial Park to honor all who have died while serving in the armed forces. At 7 p.m., they will begin reading the 173 names of Hattiesburg natives that are listed on the pillars at the park. It will start at 11 a.m., which is when it opens, with more dates through November 11th, and it will be at Veterans Memorial Park in Hattiesburg. One more, Gulf Park's third annual Harvest Picnic will be at, oops, I read that wrong. Join us for lunch at the third annual Harvest Picnic with a live DJ, outdoor games, and additional catering from Denny Wayne's Festive Foods. You'll surely have a great time. For more details, contact GP Student Affairs at usm.edu. No dots or spaces. It will be Thursday, today, at 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Chimney Pavilion. Now, on to some local news. The Mississippi Armed Forces Museum at Camp Shelby is honoring their first female member of the Armed Forces from Magnolia State to be killed in action in the global war on terror. Excuse me. Thursday, the museum will be officially dedicated as an exhibit honoring Marine Lance Corporal Casey Casanova of Macomb. Casanova and 3 other Marines were killed by a roadside bomb in Iraq in May of 2008. The exhibit has Casanova's dress uniform, her helmet, and several medals. The artifacts were donated by Casanova's mother, Paula Carth. Sorry, I probably said that name wrong. But Thursday is also the 247th birthday of the U.S. Marine Corps. Casey loved her country, she loved her God, her people, and she was trying to make a difference, said Carth. She made a difference, or at least I think she did. Casey is now a permanent fixture with the Mississippi Armed Forces Museum, our state's official museum for military history. So we're humbled and honored and excited, frankly, to be able to continue Casey's legacy, said Tommy Lofton, the director of the Mississippi Armed Forces Museum. Thursday's ceremony is at 10 a.m. and is free and open to the public. It will include the unveiling of a bronze bust of Casanova, sculpted by a Florida artist who also retired from the U.S. Marine Corps. And that's all for the news. We'll go to some sponsorships, and then I'll be back with sports and weather.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To start, Mississippi will give you 1 month cooler rental and 2 bottles of water for free. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ed Simpson, Director of the School of Media and Communication at USM. I'd like for you to join me on Southern Miss Radio Friday afternoons at 12:30 for a new show, News You Need. On News You Need, I will be chatting with USM students about the news they are talking about and suggest a few stories we need to think about as a community and society. We'll look for connections between the headlines, how we live our lives, and have a bit of fun along the way. Join me for News You Need, Fridays at 12:30 on Southern Miss Radio. News You Need is sponsored by Adcock Pool, Spa, and Billiards.
All right, and we're back with some sports and weather. First off is women's volleyball. The Southern Miss volleyball team will close out the regular season this week against Old Dominion in Norfolk, Virginia, I believe. I don't know where that is. Is that right? Oh, okay, cool. Both Thursday and Friday's match will be played inside the ODU Volleyball Center. Thursday's 5:30 p.m. CST first serve will commence at the start of a new series for the two schools. The Monarchs didn't start playing volleyball until the 2020-21 season, and now the two will be playing with Sun Belt Conference tournament seeding on the line. The Golden Eagles are one spot out of earning a bye along with the Texas State in the West Division, but need both South Alabama and Troy to falter this weekend. Old Dominion is in a fight with App State to hold on to the third place in the East. The Golden Eagles are coming off a weekend where they split against Louisiana on the road. The Ragin' Cajuns took the Thursday match in a 4-set match that saw 3 of 4 sets end with both schools within 2 points of each other. Sophomore Mia Wesley muscled her way through 18 kills and 15 digs to notch her 7th double-double of the season. The SBC, the SBC leader in service aces also fired 6 aces to lead both teams. Southern Miss also got 10 kills from Cara Atkinson and 9 from Gillian Hidalgo. Now on to some weather. Today will be the coolest morning and we'll enjoy for the rest. The coolest morning we will enjoy for the rest of the work week, but it'll be the significantly warmer than any morning ahead for next week. That's what happens when strong fronts move through, and we'll see a few of those in the coming days. The first will arrive early Saturday morning before sunrise, so expect warming until then, going from 77 today to 80 Friday. Saturday afternoon's high will be nearly 20 degrees cooler though, thanks to dramatically drier air behind the front. That means highs fall to nearly 60 across the area Saturday, but will fall a few degrees further by the start of the week. And that's all for news. We'll go to Mississippi Moments, and then I'll be back for a little bit with an interview with the two lovely ladies from the Study Abroad program. My bad. But here's some Mississippi Moments, and then we'll have some sponsorships, and we'll be right back on Southern Miss Radio.
This is Mississippi Moments on MPB, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. After filing a report about their abduction by aliens, Charles Hickman and Calvin Parker returned to their jobs at Ingalls Shipyard. Hickman recalls not being prepared for the media circus that followed.
We didn't know what to do, so we went to a pay telephone And I called the sheriff's department, and I told them. They told us to come on up there. We'd talk about it. So we went on up there, and they started questioning us. In fact, they questioned us for several hours. But the sheriff promised me that he wouldn't let it out to any news media or to the public. And so we went to work that Friday morning. And about that time, I got a telephone call from the office, and I went to answer it, and on the other end was some newspaper man from Jackson. He started questioning me about, what we had seen last night. And oh my goodness, and I didn't know what to do because we had been promised that wouldn't anyone hear about it. So I just hung the telephone up. And by that time, all the telephones in the shipyard began to ring. So Oliver Brown, he was general manager there at the shipyard. Oliver asked us to come up there and talk with him. We sat down and explained to him what happened to us. Oliver believed us because he had no reason not to believe us.
To hear more, visit MississippiMoments.org or just like us on Facebook. Mississippi Moments is supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. The humanities are for everyone.
Hey. Oh my goodness. My bad. Still suffering from that cold a little bit, but we're all right. That was Mississippi Moments. We'll be right back after some sponsorships with the Study Abroad ladies that are here today, but we'll be right back on Southern Miss Radio.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To start, Mississippi will give you 1 month cooler rental and 2 bottles of water for free. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Research shows that audiences feel positively about businesses that underwrite programming on their community radio station. Research also shows that the audiences are likely to patronize businesses that support community radio programming. The audience also believes that businesses that support community radio care about their community. If you want to build this type of relationship with WUSM's audience, call us at 601-266-4287 to ask about sponsoring programming. It's more than just exposure, it's building a community relationship.
Alrighty, and we're back with the interview. So who are the two of you? We have two guests, by the way.
Hi there, I'm Jessica Benalis.
And I'm Abby Phillips, and we are with the Office of Study Abroad.
All right, cool. So how did you guys get started with the Study Abroad program?
Oh, well, I don't know if we have enough time for all of that. Yeah, but I've been working in study abroad for several years. I myself, along with Abby, both studied abroad during our undergraduate degree, and yeah, we just kind of fell into the roles that we're into now, but love it. It's amazing opportunities to send students abroad and earn academic credit, but also while having a lot of fun.
Absolutely, yeah. We both did the British Studies program, which is our longest running program, and now we are excited to make sure that students know that that's available to them as well, and hopefully send them abroad too.
Yeah, that's super cool. Did you guys do this at Southern Miss then?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I got you. So you've been here for a pretty long time then. Probably.
Yeah, I got here and I never left.
I left and I came back. Unfortunately, I came back right before the pandemic started, so my time in the study abroad office has been quite interesting to say the least, but we are happy that we are moving forward as we best can and kind of as we were pre-pandemic too, which is nice.
Yeah. You're not still living in the dorm, right?
No,
okay,
we
good.
have at least progressed from that far.
So tell us a little bit about the Study Abroad program. There's an event coming up next week, week long, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, definitely. So we're the Office of Study Abroad, but we are made up of the Center for International Education, which also means that as a part of our center, we bring international students here to USM to degree seek, to earn degrees, right? Along with students who are here to learn English. So all of these groups make up the Center for International Education, and so one of our initiatives here on campus is International Education Week, and we have a few partners that Abby will tell you about, but we all get together to put on this full week of events and activities for students right here on campus to interact and exchange cultures with each other, right? Because we have a very diverse campus, and so we want to celebrate that next week.
Yeah, we are excited to partner our whole center, but along with the Student Activities Council and then the IME office, And we hope that we have several things that people will want to come out and join us with. It starts Sunday and it's going to go all the way through Friday. At multiple times throughout the day, so hopefully we can touch anybody at several different points. So
yeah, we're kicking it off with a field day for friends and family. So anybody can come out to the intramural fields, and we're gonna have some fun kind of international games as well as some drinks and refreshments, and just really have a good time outside enjoying the cooler weather that you said is coming up.
Yeah.
Looking
Excited
forward
about
to that. Yeah. So we're really gonna literally kick off the week with with some sports, and then Monday we've got a fun day coming up as well.
Yeah, we've got the Cultural and Diversity Fair starting at 11 a.m. It's going to be in the Union. That is a chance for our English Learning Institute students to practice some of their English and what they've been working on this semester. So definitely go and talk to them. They are excited to share where they're from, the food that comes from their country, some of their cultural events. Some of them will be wearing some traditional wear that they would be wearing at some festivals back home. So it's a lot of time for fun time for them to present things, but it's also an opportunity for some of our diversity student organizations on campus to make sure that students are aware that they're here, and if you're looking for a place to get plugged into, this is going to be a good opportunity for you to find an organization to get plugged into. The one fun thing that we are doing is going to be a parade of nations. So at noon, underneath all the flags that are already up in the Union, some of our international students are going to be, like I said, dressed in that traditional wear, and we're going to introduce them and let them put on a little fashion show for us. And they have so much fun with that, and we are excited to cheer them on during that process. So
yeah, and another highlight happening that day is also the International Food Fest. So we partnered with the Fresh Food Company, and they're going to have some stations set up in the cafeteria that's going to have some international cuisine. I know there's going to be crepes and jerk chicken and all sorts of things. So this is definitely a day not to miss or skip out on the Fresh.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Any specific foods you guys are really excited about, or?
I know the crepes are always
the
a
crepes,
really big fan favorite for sure. I know there's going to be Italian and Greek. Who knows what you're going to find? So just take a trip around the world while you're in there.
That's right. Yeah, that's
try all the
super
things.
fun.
Yeah, and that's just Monday. I mean,
that sounds crazy. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we have a whole list, and we'll highlight a couple other events that are going on next week, but you can always find these details, one, on our website, so that's studyabroad.usm.edu. You can see the full list of events, as well as following us on social media, and that's Study Abroad USM, especially Instagram. We're pretty, we stay busy there, so definitely follow us on those platforms to make sure you're not missing anything, because we are clearly doing a lot. Very excited for all these things. But of course, we have to highlight our Study Abroad Fair, which is happening on Tuesday, and that's going to be in the Union from 11 to 1. And we'll be promoting everything we have happening for 2023. There's still plenty of time for students who want to study abroad this summer or even in the fall of next year. Plenty of time to get their applications in and apply for these programs. We're excited about really getting back out there and having some fun experiences and making all these things happen for students.
Yeah, this is going to be a great opportunity if you have questions. We are going to be there. Some of our faculty members are going to be there. Some of our alumni are going to be there. So if you have some questions you don't want to ask us old fogies, you can ask some of your fellow students, and they will be there to answer them as well. So it's a good time to get those questions answered. But on both Monday and Tuesday, if you know for a fact you are wanting to go abroad this next year, first step's usually a passport. That can be a process. So on Monday and Tuesday, first come, first serve, we are paying for some students to get their passport photo taken at Photo Services. So if this is on your to-do list, let's go ahead and start checking that off. Like I said, just go to Photo Services. We will be there, and we got you covered on this one.
That's right.
What time does that open up?
It's 11 to 1 both days.
11 to 1 both days.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Absolutely. We will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really excited to offer that. This is the first time we've been able to do it, so we definitely want students to come around and take advantage of it. I mean, you know, first step, getting that photo taken, and then we'll have applications for passports as well available to really move forward and start getting that passport, because you can't go abroad without it.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's an insanely great opportunity. Like I was thinking about going down there and getting one.
Yeah,
so,
you should
for
definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, like we said, that's just Tuesday, the beginning of the week. On Wednesday, we're excited. We are going to be spending the entire day at the Gulf Park campus. So if you guys down there want to ask us questions and it's a little harder being an hour away, we are going to be there all day from like 9 to 3. We're going to be in the rotunda down there. So any questions, stop on by. We want to send you guys abroad as well.
But there will still be things happening here in Hattiesburg, because we got to make sure all our bases are covered right. And IME is hosting the Hunger Experience, which is a really cool opportunity. Entry to this event is a can of food. So students bring your can of food and then get to be a part of this Hunger Experience, which is going to be really fun and interesting, kind of being able to see you're going to get served like a Thanksgiving-styled lunch, but from some various social class that you're going to be given. And so it's going to be a whole experience. So entry for that is a canned food good. So keep that in mind if that's something you want to do.
Yeah. Is a canned good that you bring a donation to something?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
What
yes.
is there a specific place that it's donated to? Or is there a bundle of places?
I think, they're definitely making sure to donate those to people in need, especially around the holidays. You know, it's an important time for that. We're excited to be doing that with IME, and that will be held in their space in the union.
And if you can't make the actual event, they are accepting donations. So if you've got some canned foods, if you want to go pick up some, you can drop them at the IME space there too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and something else I want to be sure to mention, we're going to be doing things throughout the week that students can win prizes as well. So we're having a frequent flyer participation event. So if you come, whoever comes to the most events and checks in, they will win a basket of goodies. All sorts of things are going to be in there, including one of those being $100 off of Study Abroad 2023 Program Bs. Yeah, so that's a pretty big deal.
Absolutely.
So whoever comes to the most events will win that. And then we also have a photo contest going on that will be driven on Instagram. And so we're going to have a few people who are deemed the winners of this event. That's all about sharing culture through photos. And so we'll have some fun prizes for that as well. So if anything, make sure you're checking out those things too, so you can win some prizes during the week.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I guess, what are just to highlight some specific places that students can go for study abroad?
Yeah.
Like, where are some super cool places?
Yeah, so
Just highlight some.
we are excited. We've got almost 80 students going abroad in the spring. We've got an Honors Abroad program going to Germany. We've got a Lucky Day program going to London. And then we've got our Chateau program that's headed to France for the entire semester.
Wow.
So we are excited for those students. They're getting ready, checking off all the things. But then we hit summer really quickly. I swear, time, it just goes by so quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Especially
we
in
start off
Mississippi.
exactly. Oh my goodness! But we start off in May with several programs going to Italy. We've got a business in Italy program. We've got a human rights and justice program in Italy, and then we've got a music in Vienna and Italy program.
Wow, that's
so,
super cool.
Yeah, all of those are going to be about 2.5 weeks, 3 credits. So those applications are open, like Jessica said, on our website, studyabroad.usm.edu. But if you're looking for something a little longer, Jessica, where can they go?
Yeah, well, we've got a few options. One I'll start off with is, so did you know you can actually intern abroad? Not a lot of people know that.
I think Miss Sheffer was talking to me about
Yeah,
that. I was
awesome.
thinking about it too, because that'd be super cool. Because I'm a
Yes.
sound and recording major right
Right.
now, and I'd love.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, sorry
Yeah.
guys, but I'd love to, especially with that music in Vienna one. That would be super cool if I could get some like recordings of some cool musicians
yeah.
up there, especially in Italy, like just such a beautiful place. I bet I could find plenty of inspiration.
Right, yeah.
But-
Sure.
And what's cool about our programs, especially ones that are a little bit longer, so our internship program is based in Dublin this summer, and it's a 7-week program. 6 weeks of that is 32 hours a week of internship, and that is open to all majors. And what's cool about being in Europe is that while you're working or doing your classes or whatever it is, there will be free time, and that free time can equal travel. So you can go to all sorts of places, really check off that bucket list, but also dive into some things that you're interested in. I mean, there's a wealth of history in Europe and the United Kingdom, so we're really excited to be able to offer not just these programs but experiences, right? So we're excited about our internship program in Dublin this summer, as well as our British Studies program, which maybe we're a little biased since that's our program as well. But British Studies offers 10 different courses. You choose the one course that you want to do, whatever interests you or fits your major best, and you'll earn 6 credit hours within that area. And the cool thing about most of our programs in the summer is that they are active learning. So you are not sitting in a classroom. Like on British Studies, London becomes your classroom, right? So you're out and about getting behind the scene tours, going to museums and historical sites and monuments and meeting professionals in the field. So it's a lot of fun. And then if anybody out there is also working on foreign languages, so we've got French in France, Spanish in Spain, 6 credit hours in those in France or Spain, right, for about 5 weeks during the summer as well. And I mean, the list just goes on and on. We've got some August intercession programs coming up as well. And then we've got a fall program that's semester in Spain. And then we also have our exchanges that students can do an international exchange program and exchange their experience of what it's like to be a student here at USM and go experience what it's like to be a college student in the United Kingdom or the Netherlands or wherever it may be. So, I mean, we have loads of opportunities for students, and we are excited to offer these up, and we know it can be a little scary. It can be a little intimidating, right? To spend so much time away from home and go to these foreign places, but we're here in the Office of Study Abroad to support students and make sure that they are fully prepared every step of the way. We act as a support system as well. So, and the best thing that most students don't know is that their financial aid applies.
Absolutely.
So when else is someone going to give you money to not only just earn credit, but also travel, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's to study abroad. Do not let money be your barrier, because there is so much scholarship money available out there in addition to the financial aid students already have access to. So, I mean, we will gush all day about studying abroad, but
come and talk to us.
I'd love to hear about it. But it looks like we are running out of time.
Sure,
is there anything you guys want to tell the listeners before we leave? Or
I mean, we'd love to have you guys join us next week for International Education Week. Again, check out our website for more information about all of our events and about all of the study abroad programs we have coming up, and that website is studyabroad.usm.edu.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me as the host. But thank you.
We're happy to be here. Yes.
Sorry.
No worries.
But
Absolutely.
well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
We'll be back with some sponsorships, and that's us on Southern Miss Radio.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from
If you or your
Mississippi
business is
Beverages.
interested in sponsoring programming on WUSM, we'd love
Rosaries in hand and nothing but dim streetlights as a guide, student members of St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church have been praying over neighborhoods for years. What is now a loved tradition began with Pastor Mark Ropel, who walks the same path every day.
It's something he's done his entire life and career as a priest. He goes to walking every 5 a.m. every morning, every day of the week, and so on Mondays he invites us out to join him on this rosary to start our week off with in prayer and community.
For many college students, sleep is a coveted thing not worth giving up, but for members of Eagle Catholic, it's worth the early wake-up call.
I just love the community, and also I just love it that we're getting up this early and we're setting our intentions for people who are probably still asleep and they have no idea that we're praying for them. But also I just love this community. We pray the rosary, but we also afterwards just get to talk, and it's just a great way to start the week.
If you're not a morning person, Eagle Catholic and the St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church host various activities throughout the week as well.
You know, we're here to serve the students. We have, the difference between Sunday dinners after the 6 p.m. Mass, around 7 p.m. we have student dinners. Every other Tuesday we have Encounter, which is we bring in speakers from around the coast to talk about, teach the students on their Catholic faith.
Student Mass is held every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Brooke Parker, SM2 News.
Oh, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Thank you for, I guess, Miss Whitney for pushing me to be the host today. I had a lot of fun, and I wish I could come back next week and host as well, but I think Abigail's coming back. Maybe we can do something to have her not come back. I don't know. But, I just want to thank Michaela for video. She does a great job. Thank you to Sky for filling in for Salon today on the board. Thank you so much to Miss Whitney for pushing me to do this and just pushing me every day to be a better person on radio and learn as I'm going. And thank you for Wilbur as well for being Wilbur. I mean, he's just such an amazing guy. And thank you for the 2 guests coming on for Study Abroad USM. That was super fun, and I'm really excited because I might go study abroad this summer as well, just to get some cool credits in Italy. I'd love to go, but I'm scared I'll have to learn Italian. But anyways, that's it. We are good to go. Thank you for tuning in to Southern Miss Radio again, and have a great day. This has been Bryce Murray on Southern Miss Radio.
Southern Miss Today